Are you an OCB competitor looking to really expand your competitive horizons? Want to win a car? Hey, how about adding some miles to your frequent flyer mile card? Want to find out? Stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome to Natural Edge. In this episode, we're going to meet our 4 new promoters that we have in Europe. One event has already happened, which is OCB England. We're going to just talk to our promoter for that, as well as meet our promoters from France, Spain, and Italy. So I hope you enjoy these interviews, and thank you for joining us on Edge. All right, now we are joined with our 2 newest promoters from Europe. This is for OCB Spain. I'm here with Danny and David. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing today?
How are you, Sullivan? Well, nice to meet you again. First of all, thank you very much for having us on your YouTube channel. And first of all, too, sorry for my bad English. I have to translate also to Danny. So we're going to do that. It's very useful, this translation.
Hey, we'll make it work. We're going to make it work. I guess the first question I have for both you guys is, what brought you to reaching out to OCB about promoting a show in Spain?
So first of all, the thing that we have, the goal that we have is to change the expectations that the Spanish athletes has. Here in Spain, we don't have a lot of options for competing. So we want to get one new option that it's going to be the best option, and that the main goal of the OCB International, and we have it in common with you, is that we want to make the life of the athlete better. So this is the main goal that Danny and me had since the first day. And when we had the option to talking with you a lot of months ago, and we discovered that you have the same vision, it was amazing for us. And well, that was the main goal that we have, and you too.
Yeah, and it took a little while, for people who don't realize it. You guys reached out to us a good 7-8 months ago, and we wanted you to come to the United States. We wanted to make sure that you understood how the OCB operated, and we wanted you to make like a trip out of it, absorb our culture, and then get to know us, because for us, when we add promoters, it's like adding a member to the family. So you guys did come, and we did all that, and one of you competed in. And how did that go? So now Danny is one of our newest OCB pros in men's physique. So
exactly,
the trip was worthwhile, and it wasn't even at a small show. What event did you guys enter?
Yeah, well, we wanted first of all to go there to the US, first of all to meet you and to know you. As you told, it was very important for us, the hospitality that you showed to us. We met Marjorie, and in 2 seconds we fell in love with her. She's too kind. She is like very nice with us. And secondly, we wanted to compete also. So because we want to know how an OCB athlete feel when they go to the shows, and to know the atmosphere that you breathe when you are on an OCB show. Both of us competed. First of all, the first one, it was Danny, that he had, well, he's the second Spanish OCB pro athlete. So the first men's physique athlete, OCB pro athlete from Spain. So we start the Spanish road, like very high level. And I competed at Classic Physique, debuted and open. I also had a very good experience. I love all the amazing atmosphere that you have there, the feeling from the crowd. They have a very good connection with all the athletes, not only with the ones that they know, but also with all the athletes. We had a very good experience with all the athletes at the backstage. There was very family harmony, a lot of like a very good, well, it was amazing, that feeling.
When are you planning on having your show next year?
So we're gonna do the show at the second week of September, because we want to do that all the athletes have a very good prep until that point, and they had only 2-3 weeks of distance with the Yorton Cup, because we are very sure from the level of the Spanish athletes, and we know that they can do a very good paper there. So we want that they don't have to wait like 6-10 weeks, something like this, from the Spanish championship to the Yorton Cup, that is the most important show of the world. So we want to promote this kind of mentality also in the Spanish athletes, that they want to achieve that goal of being at the Yorton Cup and have that great honor. So it's going to be also the possibility that it will be the first Spanish athletes at the Yorton Cup. So yeah, that's the goal, and it's gonna be Danny and me. We are from Catalonia, the northeast from Spain, and we're gonna do it 90% sure on at the outdoors of Barcelona. It's called Tarragona. So we're gonna have a very good show, a very good atmosphere. We're gonna do it on a theater that is very big and very good atmosphere. Yeah, for the show.
I got to ask, Danny, are you going to be competing next year?
Well, Danny says that thank you for their the question, and that he wants to get some more time to get bigger, even bigger size, to face up the high level from the Yorton Cup. So 2026, he is going to stay off season. Also, because we want to stay 100% focused on creating the show and the federation and the organization. So it's very stressful to do both things, no? The prep and the creation of this. So this year we're going to create it, and 2037, who knows?
Compete.
All right. I'll be looking forward to seeing that because Danny did an incredible job at that show and will make a good pro. I know you're going to be bringing on other great pros. David, when is your next trip going to be to America? Are you going to come and compete again in some opportunity so that you can also get your pro card?
So the next year, I'm not going to compete for the same reason as Danny. I want to be focused on the creation of the OCB Spain. I really have to increase my size. So for being a competitive athlete at classic physique, I want to stay at that category. In the past, I competed at men's physique in other federations here in Spain, but I get like the decision to make it on classic this time. So I want to stay focused there. I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years. What we want to do 100% is after the Spanish show at September, we would like to be there at the Yorton Cup. So we want to live that experience, even being part of the crowd.
Well, you're not just going to be part of the crowd because you're part of the family. I want people to jump onto your Instagram page and start following your postings. But before we go, any closing comments from either you or Danny?
We want to stay focused on the first year of the OCB Spain, because we want to change the game here in Spain as promoters this year. And well, our Instagram that you asked for it in the OCB page, it's official OCB Spain. And we're going to start posting things from our federation like in 4 or 5 weeks. We have all the planification now from the different posts, different information. On December, we're gonna open all the process of the inscriptions and all this kind of stuff so that everybody can come here. And I think that we don't have nothing more to add, just that we're gonna find the moment to meet you. I don't know if in Australia, in Barcelona, in the US, but we both of us desire to meet you now in person. So break this screen and meet you in person. And well, we have nothing more to add. So that's it for us.
Well, gentlemen, hey, thank you for coming on. I'm really, really excited about this opportunity.
And well, we are waiting anxious the moment to make this come a reality, and also to having again the experience of compete there. Danny at the pro shows, me for getting that pro card, and well, let's do that. All of these great things happens as few as it's possible.
Absolutely. Let's move forward together and do great things.
Sullivan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Today, we are going to be speaking with our newest international promoter, who's also going to be doing some shows in the US. That's Miss Jennifer Ball. Jennifer, how are you today?
Very good, and you guys?
I'm doing great. I'm going to start with the first question that I have for you, and that is what I know you've competed with us, and I know you're familiar with the OCB, you're one of our judges, but what made you decide to bring OCB to France?
Okay, so it began 5 years ago when I met with Marjorie, and she just asked me why did you not bring OCB to France? And 5 years later, here I am. I'm very, very happy to bring OCB to France.
Well, the thing is I know that it took 5 years, but I also know you weren't not working the entire time because you have been looking for just the right time, the right place, the right everything to do it. So, can you give us a little bit? What's the vision that you have for your show in France? And where's it going to be?
So it will go. It's gonna be on the south of France because I think it's the most beautiful part of France. First of all, and I want something new. I want something big. I want something different, So I want friends to discover OCB the way I discover OCB. That is very important for me. And like I said, I didn't want it the big city. I didn't want it Paris because I personally, French people hear that I am sorry, but I personally do not like Paris. Because it's too big. You have to go see Paris. Of course, you have to go see Paris. It's the Eiffel Tower, it's the Louvre. Yes, you have to see it. But guess what? It is not the best part of France. If you go to Paris, you don't see France. I'm sorry. If you want to meet the real French people, the nice one, is the beautiful side of the country. You have to go to the south. You have to go in Little Town. And it's where we're going, OCB. We're going to the OCB, Little Town, beautiful town. And I really, really hope people will take a look at it.
Excellent. And I want to back up. Tell us a little bit more. How did you discover OCB and maybe take us back to how you get started competing, how you learned about OCB, your intro to the org.
So I started bodybuilding, I think like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And I was natural and I still natural and I didn't know nothing about any organization. And I had my first coach who told me, hey, you're a natural athlete, you should do OCB. And I'm like, okay, what is OCB? I was just arriving in America. I didn't know all that. And so he introduced me about OCB and I did my first show was the No Gear Classic in Greensboro. Yes, that was my first show. And after that, I fell in love with it and I keep competing. So that's how I knew OCB, how it started.
Oh,
and what category are you competing in?
Yeah.
I was a woman physique. Okay. I love women's physique.
All right, great. And when you moved to the U.S., you still have a residence in the U.S.? You still live here?
Yeah, I still live here now. Yeah, and I will live here because my husband is American. So I live here. My family is here now. And I will become an American citizen soon.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
which part of the country do you live in?
I'm living in North Carolina, actually.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful part of the country. But what I want to point out about your show specifically is, OCB always wants to give people memories, right? Memories, but you are like taking this to a new level. This is like an experience of a lifetime when we're talking about this kind of travel and this kind of venue. So on that note, I'm wondering, are you able to describe a little bit about the venue itself? Is it, here we often rent out colleges or high schools or auditoriums or different types of places. Are you able to share what the venue itself looks like?
Okay, so I find a venue on a little town, like I say, in south of France. Actually, the town is where I lived most of my life. Okay. So it's perfect
Go where
for
you
me.
know.
Yep. Sorry?
Go to where you know the area.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Sully. Exactly. Because like that, I know where to go. I know how to set up. I know who to call, to help me. all that. So the venue is like, how can I say that? It's like a venue where you can do any type of event. You can do a bodybuilding show, you can do a wedding, you can do an anniversary, it's this type of venue. So again, it is very different than what you can find, but you have a beautiful outside. I love it, the outside. The inside, we will have to put a stage. So we have to put a stage because the stage was a little bit too small for my test. So we have to put an extra stage, And yes, so I really want to make something special, like you have to have the French touch. You get it? Like you have to be like, yes, you have to be beautiful, but you still have to be the French touch. If you come, you will understand, Jody. The little French touch.
Oh my gosh, I hope to. It sounds fantastic. And I just love this as an option for our athletes. I know when I was an amateur years ago, we didn't have international destinations for OCB. So on behalf of amateur athletes across the nation and beyond, thank you for offering this for so many. What a fabulous opportunity.
I am so thankful about OCB to give me this opportunity. Like very, very thankful. Like a lot. It was like I say, I was scared. I was very scared because it's something new. And when you don't live on the country where you're born, it's more work, because I have to do everything online. So it takes me time to find the venue, to talk with people, because the time difference was a lot of work for me and my family. I have one sister in France, but she's busy, so she can't really help me. So I'm very alone on it. So it takes me time, but I will make it. And I'm like, okay. So I ask, I'm like, can I do an Instagram for France? And the team, OCB team, say me, yeah, absolutely, you can. And because of that, it gave me even more the strength and the courage to do it. You know what I mean? So it began really like that, and everything is like, coming together.
And for everybody getting ready to prepare for it, when is the show in France going to be?
Yes.
So it will be the 14th of November, 2026. It's coming.
Hey.
I know we have a full year, but how many
A whole year. But you also have another show you're working on, so let's not forget that. I want to plug that real quick before we go. Where's your other show going to be here in the States?
You know what? I believe in the meant to be. Okay? I really believe in the meant to be. Everything you do in life is meant to be, good or bad, right? And I wanted a show here in America. You know what I mean? Like, and so I will do the next show in Louisiana, who was old French territory. Is a nice, right?
Yes.
Makes
sense. Well, it was only fitting that since you're going to France, we also gave you Louisiana. Oh, it was fitting.
No kidding.
It is meant to be. And so what I said to my husband, I'm like, when I told him that, I said, I have something to tell you. It's like, God, what did you do again? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, we just go promoting the OCB Louisiana. I'm like, what?
Oh, good for you. And when is that show?
This one will be in June 6th. We got the venue in June 6th.
Okay, so they can compete in Louisiana June 6th and then see you over in France in November of 2026.
Yeah, exactly. It will be a busy year, right?
Yeah.
It'll be busy for you. Hey, Jennifer, I want to thank you for coming on and giving us your vision for what you're going to be embarking upon both in France and in Louisiana. And again, we appreciate you. We have the utmost faith that you are going to be doing a bang up job in France and in Louisiana. So thank you.
Thank you to you guys. Thank you so much for giving me your trust. Thank you.
All right, and now I am joined with our OCB Italy promoter and his daughter, Andrea Natalie, and his daughter, Rebecca. And first thing I want to do is have you guys introduce yourself to the audience. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in bodybuilding and in bodybuilding promotion.
We are very happy. Andrea is very happy to be part of OCB finally and to start this journey. as the president of the new
OCB Italy.
is it an association? Can I
Yes.
say association?
Association. Yeah.
Corporate?
It's the same.
Okay. And yeah, he feels ready to start his journey, even if he's not a good English speaker.
I'm sorry.
Well, we're going to get through all the language barriers. This is going to be fun to work with each other. You compete too, don't you?
Yes.
So yes, he's an athlete, and he will be very happy to join also competitions with OCB in the US.
What category do you compete?
Being a bodybuilder.
Me too. Always a bodybuilder. I love all the categories, but bodybuilding is my favorite. And this is not your first time promoting. Without getting into other organizations that you promoted for, how many years have you and your team been promoting bodybuilding competitions?
So Andrea's career has been going on for 10 years now, and the first competition he planned was in 2000. Right now, he's been planning competitions, 15 competitions so far.
And you're going to be bringing 3 competitions to the OCB. Where are they going to be located, and in what months of the year are you planning on holding?
So there will be 3 competitions this year with OCB, 2 in Milan and 1 in Rome. First one end of June in Milan, then end of July in Rome, and then at the beginning of September, the third one in Milan again, and it will be the main event, all pro qualifier competition. And then there will be also other events following the 3 competitions. So the last competition in September, Andrea has a lot of experience. The biggest event, the biggest one with more public, the biggest location, and the one, of course, we're most excited about. Since it will be a few days before the Yarton competition, we hope that many athletes will take first part in the Milan one to then go in the US.
That would be fantastic.
He's the first one that wants to come and take the Yarton competition.
We're looking forward next year to seeing you at the Yorton. Are you a pro? Are you currently a
I
pro?
was a pro. Yes, I was a pro.
Oh, he won the pro card as his first competition.
Wow, look at you. It took me a while, but good for you. How popular is bodybuilding in Italy? Are the shows very big?
There's actually quite a few organizations that have bodybuilding competitions in Italy already. It's a pretty popular field, we can say. Here, there's a lot of athletes, but most of the other, like, let's say, competitors of OCB here in Italy have only a competition at an amateurian level, or like they are not events that feel like it's something professional. It feels more like there's no professional working in that event, just like people trying to improvise. So what Andrea will do with OCB is to plan OCB championship at a professional level, so that it's a professional, like it will feel like an event planned by professionals for the athlete and for the public.
And I know we talked and you shared your vision of what you want to bring to the stage, seen the venues that you're going to be using, and I have seen some of the things that you want to do for the athletes, and it is going to be a very, very high standard. Anybody from America that's watching this that wants to do a show abroad, we have great shows in England, great shows in Australia, but now I would highly suggest either Milan or the Rome show.
And you haven't seen something that they're still working on. So there's even more than what you've seen so far. Okay, so for the Milan competition in September, the prize for the first winner will be a whole car. The winner will get the keys for a car that will be theirs, if they win the competition.
Wow, amazing.
So I think it will be the biggest and most wonderful news for bodybuilding competitions in Italy for sure. We don't know about like worldwide if this has ever happened before. And this will be a partnership with the CEO of
Company.
Yeah, the company does like driving license lessons, so it will be like a partnership with them.
I think you're going to have a lot of Americans flying over to compete, along with all the Italians that want to compete. I may even have to start training now. That would entice me to come back to competition.
Of course, he really hopes that many Americans and from the US will come to competitions here. That will be amazing. And that he wanted to share that seeing OCB, how you guys are working right now, it's a big inspiration, a big source of inspiration for him and for our team here, because it's what we've always been wanting to do, like since forever. What your like the way you work and the way you plan everything, from the beginning to the end, is exactly what we've always wanted to like bring into reality.
Well, from our first conversation, you had made it very clear that your competitions are all about the athletes. Everything you do is to give back to the competitors. And that is exactly what OCB stands for. So we knew from the first time that we talked that you would be a perfect fit with our organization. And I just look forward to a lot of years of working together, cooperating, bringing Italian bodybuilders to America, American bodybuilders to Italian, and really, really building strong bridges of friendship and camaraderie between competitors from both our countries.
And he saw integrity and fun on your pages. He really got the illumination, thinking that is exactly what bodybuilding should be about.
And I know you're going to have a lot of stuff on your Instagram pages, so we're going to share those with our audience so that they can go onto your official page for OCB Italy and your personal page, because you have a lot of great material on your personal page, and they can start looking at everything that you have to offer. And will be the same for your Italian bodybuilders, your Italian audience. They can come on to the OCB official page and start seeing what we're all about. And let's build bridges. Let's build bridges and not walls. So we're going to build bridges between our two countries, between all our athletes. And we are truly going to really just make natural bodybuilding just a very, very epic event. So I look very forward to meeting you in person finally and coming to Italy and sharing your vision.
So he's also very much looking forward to meeting you, of course. And also very much looking forward to use Instagram pages that where we will share everything regarding OCB Italy to tell everyone the many events that we're working on.
And thank you very much for joining us. And I can't wait to start highlighting your athletes and your shows on this program.
So thank you so much for having us, and we cannot wait to start from tomorrow to speak about OCB Italy on social media and everywhere else.
This is going to be good, and thank you very much. And we'll see you very soon. And thank you for being on the episode.
Thank you so much. Exactly the moment that Andrea was looking forward to start telling about this journey. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.
All right, now we are here with OCB England's Will Carter, just coming off a very successful first show in England. So Will, hey, thank you for joining us. You did that first show weeks after the Yorton Cup. You kicked off the fog and you nailed it. So tell us, how did the show go? Give us some insight.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Jody and Solly. The show was absolutely fantastic. I mean, honestly, it exceeded all my expectations. Obviously, there's a little bit of fear there when you take the risk of promoting a show in a brand new country, in a country that does have other federations that people are committed to. But the turnout was, I did say for the first show, if we get 30 people, I'll be really happy with that for the first year. It gives us an opportunity to figure it out, get our feet set, and we hit 36 signups, and it was flawless from start to finish. Obviously logistically it's different having to send all of our things over there to my family's house and whatnot, but we had everything where we needed it to be. All the staff were exceptional and the athletes were just unbelievable. I mean, the caliber of athlete over in the UK blew my mind. I mean, those guys get peeled. It was, we had the best class. We had 9, I think it was 8 or 9 open bodybuilders, and they would, all of them, incredible. I mean, any one of them on any given day could have turned pro, to be honest with you. It was that good. So those guys came shredded, and the show was received extremely well. The athletes said, we've needed the OCB here for a long time, and we are so glad you guys are here. We follow the shows in America. We see the events you put on and how well they're run, and we love the formats, we love the trophies, the medals, and we've been dying to have this show here. And so that just blew my mind that they were so ready for us to be there. And the talk from the athletes was, look, now that we've seen this show, we are going to help you blow it up next year. We're going to make sure that those numbers just double or triple, or we're going to put the word out. We'll post the flyer. We'll put the flyer up in gyms. We'll help you out in any way that you want us to help you out. So it was exceptional.
The quality of the athletes, I was watching the drops that you were doing all weekend from check-in. Your check-ins looked incredible. Your t-shirts, amazing. The medals, I loved them. One of my favorite backdrops I've seen all season at a show, all wrapped up into one event in merry old England. I mean, so I'm ending with congratulations, because the quality of the production and the quality of the athletes, 35 athletes, you'll be doubling that pretty quick.
For sure.
Absolutely. We've seen so many OCB shows start with the 30-ish numbers, right? And here you did it in another country. So I can't wait to see what the future brings for you. And I'm going to ask you about that in a second, Will. But first, a behind the scenes question. How did it go down? Because you mentioned that your family was helping you promote this show and get some things together behind the scenes. How did that conversation go when you said, hey, I got this little project I'm doing?
I'll be honest with you, they were pumped, because I own the gym over here and they can't be a part of it, right? They see all the pictures and the videos and everything, and it kills them because they can't really be a part of it. And so they were thrilled that I can be a part of, something that my son or my brother or whoever is putting on. And so they were more than happy. And my their dining room was full of the trophies, the medals. They sent me a video of the medals when they arrived. They look good on the video, but then when I got there, it was the first time I'd seen them in person, was the day before check-ins. So I pulled these medals out, and they were just, I'm biased, but they're my favorite medals I've seen. I mean, they were just, they looked so good. It really, it made me think, because we've got the Queen City Showdown coming up in December. I was like, we need to step our game up for the Queen City now,
Well, it's pretty darn
they
good.
Were thrilled to be a part.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good when you're competing with yourself that way. I'm going to force myself to level up.
Yeah, but it puts pressure on us for sure.
Oh, that's just tremendous. So what other hopes do you have for the future shows? Where do you see it going from here?
Yeah, so obviously we're going to keep the show in London, this show in London, because the venue was phenomenal. The host hotel was exceptional. They had everything we need, checked every box, super friendly, super helpful. And London is obviously a destination, right? There's a lot of people that want to travel to London. So we had competitors from Egypt, Madagascar, Switzerland, Portugal, the Czech Republic, France, the USA. I think I might be missing one more. And obviously England as well. And Wales, yeah. So we had athletes from all over, because they want to come to London, they want to compete. As far as the future goes, I would definitely like to have more shows across England, because there's obviously many other areas that we can attack and get into. And not everybody is going to travel to London, right? So we can definitely have other shows in England as we get our feet planted, as we continue to grow the federation in England. We get more exposure, and the excitement for the federation continues to grow. And the Yorton Cup it's a global name. One of the athletes said, my dream is to step on the Yorton Cup stage. That's her dream, which was so cool to hear, because how big of an event it is, but to hear it from someone in a different country that follows it and aspires to be on that stage is just amazing. And that same person, is very bullish about helping us for 2026 in any way she can. So she's going to host posing clinics in England for us. So, the athletes can go to those posing clinics and make sure they know how to pose like an OCB person. We've had athletes reach out and ask, hey, if you ever need a judge in the future, because obviously you're not based in England, then let me know if that's something that I can, get into, which I'm sure, the OCB would want to happen, is to have some judges over in Europe now that we're having the shows in England, Italy, France, Spain. And I'm sure more to come across Europe, right? So we're going to need that base of European judges as well. So yeah, I think the goal is to just have more. The goal is going to be to potentially, in my eyes, would be to have pro shows over there, because obviously not, the people that turn pro, they've got to be incentivized to compete as a pro, and they can't always travel over to the US. So if they have to qualify for the Yorton Cup, they're not necessarily going to be able to travel over and do the presidential, fly back to England, and then fly back for the Yorton Cup, right? So having some events over there potentially where they could qualify for the Yorton there and then be able to come over for the Yorton Cup would be awesome.
I just got to say, Will, I was just so impressed with the show. I was impressed with everything from the beginning to the end, but I was not surprised. I know
Thanks,
what you're capable of. I have seen what you're capable of. And I just want to thank you for a long time ago having decided to be part of the OCB family and being able to bring your talents to us and be part of our family so that we can all grow together. So I just wanted to close with, I appreciate you. So thank you.
Thank you, Sally. I'm extremely grateful to be a part of this amazing federation. It was the best decision I ever made.
I can't wait to see over the next few years where your vision goes with England. I think it's going to be great. And thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
I hope you enjoyed meeting our new teammates from Europe. And if you enjoyed the episode, please like, share, and subscribe. You don't know how much that helps us. And always, as always, train hard, be safe, and stay natural.